Hi, I'm Yves. I'm Docker Captain and working on Dagger, and I will show you how the new Docker Model Runner and Dagger can work together to help you create local AI agents. Docker Model Runner will be available in the next 4.40 version of Docker Desktop, and you will have to go to the Features in Development, enable Docker Model Runner. With that, you will be able to pull models locally and run them natively in your machine, not inside containers. So we'll have a new Docker Model command with a pull, for instance, and a Docker Model run, where you can say hi, for instance. Dagger, on the other side, is a composable platform where you can access to a lot of different primitives and compose them to create agents, AI or not. So let's enter, for instance, the Dagger shell and say I want a container from Alpine. I want to run inside exec, like just a small hello world, and I want to get the output back. This is a very basic example, but it just shows you how you can run some commands inside container using Dagger. But now, let's have a look to real AI agents. Let's start with something simple. A small AI agent that will be able to read posts from a subreddit and create a summary of them. We will need a few secrets that will be completely handled by Dagger. You will see that in a minute. And we have the summarize function. This is the main function of this module. This function will take a subreddit in input and will generate the summary in output. To do that, we will create a Reddit fetcher. So this is a second Dagger module, this time written in Java. This one is in Go, because in Dagger, you can mix different languages in different modules. And as everything is running in container, you can just mix everything. This fetcher is only responsible to call the API from Reddit and just get back the different posts with the title, the body, etc. And with that, we enter the core of the function. So we have the LLM, and we just say, hey, we have this Reddit here. And we just define, the prompt. Roughly, you have access to Reddit. You can ask for posts and summarize them in Markdown. And we have a last function that will just take the summary and display it in Markdown using Glow as a different Dagger module. And one thing before try, I just defined two environment variables. So one of them is to say I want to use the local model runner from Docker, and the other one is just to define the module I want to use. So let's run it. This is the Dagger command to run this module. So what I want is the print summary. I'm just asking to summarize the subreddit Docker, and I'm just passing the different secrets. They all start with OP, saying that they will come from one password. As I said, the different secrets are coming from one password, so I'll just accept it. And you can see the LLM is calling the post function from Reddit to get access to the different posts, and it will generate the summary. And yeah, that's it. You have the summary with the different posts from the last 24 hours. Now let's have a look at a more complex example. Because Dagger, it's not just about LLMs and APIs. It's also about containers and a lot of different primitives you can mix and make accessible from the LLM. So let's say I want to create development environment on the fly for different projects. For instance, I have a TypeScript project here, and let's say I don't have any TypeScript related tools on my machine, and I want a development environment with npm, yarn, etc. All the different tools I need to run it. But I don't want to configure anything. I want the LLM to do that for me. And that's what we will do. Let's have a look at the main module. In this module, I have a dev environment function. That's the one I will call from the CLI to create the environment. And as you can see, the code of this function is really, really simple. I have my LLM. I'm just passing a dev environment. I will explain you that in a minute. I'm just setting an assignment that is basically create a development environment for my project, install everything you need inside. I have my prompt file that is a bit bigger, but it really depends on the models you're using. And then I want to return a container. So Dagger -c, I will say, so dev environment. So I want to create an environment for my TypeScript project. And as we saw, it will return a container, but I just don't want a container. I want a terminal inside my container so I can play with my project. So just type terminal. And that's it. So this is, it just display the prompt that will be used. So the prompt is bigger. But yeah, it will depend on the model you're using. So this time I'm using a Qwen 2.5 model. And now we can see it start to use different tools. So it will use the tree function, like to read all the files, etc. And where are they defined? So they are defined inside this dev environment. The dev environment is another Dagger module, but this time in Java, because again, we can mix everything we want. This dev environment is basically saying, hey, you have a container that is based on Alpine 3, and I just want the directory, so the TypeScript project. And it defined a few tools. So one tool to add packages, one tool to execute any command inside this environment. What else? One tool to read a file, to write, to remove, or to get the list of the files. The idea behind that is by restricting the number of tools, we help the LLM. If we just pass to the LLM all the tools, it will be way too much. The LLM will not find the right path to go to the solution. But by restricting just the tool for the different tasks, it will really be better. Okay, it's done. So what we can say here, we can see that we are in the terminal. We have a container from Alpine with my directory inside the workspace. And we can see also two execution commands that has been defined. So one, it install Node.js yarn TypeScript, and the other one just run the yarn install. So I have all my files, and for instance, I can yarn test, and they should pass. And if I exit the terminal, I can see everything that has been done. So we were there before. There was the dev environment tree. So the LLM found the different tools, run the tree function to get access to all the files. It just explained, yeah, but the input, it looks like a TypeScript project. So it found another tool that is add packages to install Node, Yarn, etc. And then run yarn install. And with that, I have my Dagger running locally. I have my model running locally using the model runner from Docker. And I was able to connect both. So the Dagger will expose a lot of different primitives to the LLM, and you can restrict them, you can extend them, like we did with the Reddit fetcher that adds new capabilities to Dagger and to the LLM. But everything local. I hope you enjoyed the show, and thank you.